Welcome back. Today, let's talk about how you adjust to a reduced normalized. And this is kind of a pro topic. This is if you know what normalized are, this is when you know what you're doing. There's no medical advice here as usual. Also, if there's a lot of echo, which there might be, and a lot of honking, it's because no options. You have to put up with it. So, reducing normalized for a lot of people is a bit of a challenge because, because what happens is you're going from more minus diopters to less minus diopters. And a lot of people make what is kind of a mistake by going straight from the higher correction to the lower correction, which presets your expectation to there should be more clarity than there is. And that's really the key issue, and something I repeat a lot, and I think I may not have made a video about before, is you're never going to want to go straight from higher minus to a lower minus. You need an interim step. And the way that usually looks, by the way, there's a longer blog post on this below with more details if you're okay with a little bit of reading. Usually the way it goes is you have your normalized, you've been wearing it, your vision has been improving, you've gone from, wherever you started with the reduction, say from 20/40, you've gone to 20/30, and now you're closer to 20/20, for example, if that's what you prefer, and now you choose to reduce your normalized. You go down another 0.25 diopters in most normal cases, and you get them from the optometrist, you go to the optometrist, you immediately put them on all excited because it's something new, or you get them in the mail if you ordered them online, and as soon as they arrived, you put them on. And the experience is always the same, which is not fantastic because your visual cortex and your general awareness is preset to a certain level of clarity, which is now reduced. And that will follow you around for days and weeks and potentially longer because your expectation, again, is a brighter face. No, your expectation, again, is more clarity, and now you're getting less clarity instead of more. So what you want to do, basically, is pick a day where you have plenty of time, like a weekend. And now this excludes driving, this excludes extremely high myopia. This is a general recommendation. You have to tailor this to your own personal needs, right? I'm not telling you what to do here, I'm just giving you a scenario. The scenario is you get your new normalized from the optometrist, or they arrive in the mail, and you don't start wearing them. You wait till you have a day off, a day with plenty of space and time. And you take that day and you pretend that you broke your glasses, that you lost your glasses, that you don't have glasses available, no glasses, right? Of course you don't do this for driving, of course you don't do this where you endanger you or anybody else. Of course this is kind of a question mark if you're extremely high diopter myopia, but for the most part, pretend you broke your glasses. By the way, side tip, if you're very high myopia, you might use your differentials, right? Your reading glasses, so you at least get some clarity. But in a lot of cases, I like to just go no glasses. And do it as long as you can tolerate it, right? It'll go from, whatever, it's fine, to being slightly annoying, to where you just have this kind of a claustrophobic feeling, where you really feel like, oh, I wish I really need my glasses right now. And then you wait a little bit longer. Like you really want to dig into this feeling of, I really, really wish for glasses, right? The opposite of you have this higher normalized and now you have less normalized. You want to go to zero. You want to go to, this is how it would be if I had nothing, because you want to appreciate stuff, right? Expectation is everything. Like where you set your expectation defines your experience and also defines your progress in some ways. So you go on just like you're on your familiar outdoor walk, safely of course. You're spending however long in your day just wearing no correction, right? Until you're just like completely, and then you put on the new normalized, right? And you go for your familiar outdoor walk again. And now you're coming from the expectation of this was really blurry. Compared to that, everything looks fantastic now, right? Expectation. You set the expectation to 0 diopter correction, and when you come from there and you solidly got into an uncomfortable space with this, now you give yourself the correction back. And now your expectation is completely different. You appreciate the help of the diopters for clear vision. You want to have a genuine, emotional, positive connection to the reduction instead of oh, this sucks, this is effort, this is work connection. You want a positive feeling of these are helping me see. And that's just on a pure consciousness level, so your subjective enjoyment of this process is much higher. And it's also from a biological perspective where you really want to reset your visual cortex to go 0, right? This is blur and this sucks. That's where you start off. The next day, you don't need to do it nearly that extreme. You just, instead of going 20 minutes in the morning without glasses, go 30, 40, go an hour, right? Set yourself into a place where you are not wearing correction long enough to where you give yourself the space to really appreciate the normalized, both subjectively from a conscious perspective and also your visual cortex from a clarity of vision perspective. That's what you need. Reset the expectation, right? Always go to 0 first before you do a reduction so it doesn't feel like a reduction. So simple. By the way, this beard, this is probably the last day of this beard because nobody appreciates it. I'm in Asia, and in Asia, beard is not a very positive connotation unless you're old and unless you're in like specific parts of things. So as much as I would love a fine guru beard, it's just not gonna happen. So that's it. Be sure to reset your expectations. Also be sure to like this video if you like this video. Feel free to leave comments. I may or may not read them. I'm such a bad person. And subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.
Aan en dan kan we nog zinnen.